Well, here we are. Buddy Duddy take two. It seems that Prince died yesterday, and the music world is acting like this was well, some great genius. Now, um, I don't know if this has to do with my age or whatever, but I never found Prince, although he certainly won enough awards in the music community. I found his body to be always looking like he was weak and ailing, and his voice went along to match. I don't think he had a strong voice, and I'm sort of sick and tired of the thing where music to get to teenagers today and other ones that buy this music, that there has to be a damn gimmick. Why isn't a good strong voice enough? You know, you have to, uh, now it's more fashion than it is music. If you could hear a band without seeing it, that's the judgment of whether or not it's good music. Or if you could hear a person like The Voice, where all the judges got their backs turned, that's the judgment that I would look to see if it's good music. If you can play it, and if we go back to vinyl or I don't care or digital or whatever, if you can play it without seeing the band or even visualizing the band and enjoy it, then that's good music to you. And I will, admit very early in this discussion that it's all subjective. You know, uh, it's funny. Me and my neighbor can be sitting on the back porch just sucking down a beer or two, and a damn car will go by, and there's a house between us and the road, and it vibrates the windows in the house, and you gotta shut up while he goes by her because we can't hear what the hell each other say. Now, if it's that loud for us, how loud is it in the damn car? Would somebody please explain to me? And I know from the last one, I have some viewers that are in their 30s and younger. Can someone explain to me why feeling music is more important than hearing music? Because if you keep that loud music up, then that's all you're going to do is feel it because your ears are going to be shot in no time at all. I never understand that. It's I'm sure a male thing. I've never seen women in cars that are pumping music out like crazy, but it's as because they have short dicks. What is it? I just don't understand. That they have to grow attention to themselves. But while we're on that subject, another thing I can't understand is why a lot of very big universities and all, they're cheerleaders when they're cheering and they're doing, or the band or whatever is doing something that they simulate sex. They turn their backs to you and bend over and wiggle their ass and all. Uh, what purpose? A university is not there for to stimulate your genitalia. Why the hell a good university system would think that was a good advertisement for them? I have no idea. And if anybody can explain that, I wish they would, because it has, to me, it would detract from the nature of the university as a center for learning. Now, there's going to be a bunch of these because I'm just finding that that maybe just because of my age or whatever, that I find these things uh, not upsetting. I just find them extraordinary, like I did with the phone thing yesterday. But if somebody can explain to me the what Prince did that no one else did, that had to do with his voice and not with his presentation. I realize the crazier the presentation, uh, the the more fans you're going to get. But to me, music, when you listen to it, that's enough. You don't have to visualize. And I've been to concerts of Black Sabbath and Canned Heat and the Doors, uh, just to name a few, the Doobie Brothers, uh, Roberta Flack, Joan Baez. That's a crazy story. I'll tell you that one someday. Uh, and if you were inside or outside of the stadium, the important thing was the music. Now, I will agree that the Doors concert I went to was the one in Dinner Key Auditorium where Jim was fined for flipping his tick out, and uh, was threatened with arrest and everything else. But that's another story. So I want to know how many of these things you think are genuinely generational. You know, and here's a news item come over the television that the governor of Utah is going to sign a bill that makes pornography illegal because he says watching pornography is a disease. Now, Utah has per capita has the highest rate of porn watchers in the country. I guess those Mormons, even with 4 or 5 wives, never get enough. But please let me know what you think, and then give me a topic. Leave a topic, and if you think there's some purely generational problem there, leave a topic, and I'll be more than happy to discuss it. Um, and if you say, well, what the hell did you listen to? Well, I listened to probably just about the same thing I'm listening to now. I was a tremendous Beatles fan, and uh, uh, the Who, and groups like that you could, you could sit down and listen to and not have to imagine whether they were all painted up, uh, you know, like Kiss or something like that. So to me, it was how the music hit your ear, not how the costumes hit your eyes.